Welcome to Original Gravity. My name's Andy. Today I've got a new beer from Ipswich Brewing Company out of Ipswich here on the North Shore. This is their Harvest Ale, which is brewed with Cara Munich malts, I believe, and Warrior Autumn, and I think Columbus hops. I was reading a little bit about this before I got it. This is actually the first time I'm going to have this beer, so I'm a little bit interested in how this drinks. From a little bit of research that I've done on this one, a lot of people saying that it's really, really hoppy for a harvest ale, so I'm interested in this. It is unfiltered, so I'm getting a really nice pour. That would probably be the fault of the yeast. Not really the fault, a symptom of keeping yeast in the bottle, which tends to lend that nice, unclear and hazy character to the beer. This nice orange-looking, even like a caramel-looking beer with a strong, like 2 or 3 finger head on there. Very nice looking stuff there. I mean, I haven't even gotten 100% of the beer out on the first pour, which is always good. Now this one, let's see here, definitely smells like an IPA. So it's interesting. Harvest ales typically aren't like India Pale Ale style. They're more like these, spicy or spiced or like robust, malty, seasonal things that you want to drink when the weather is getting colder, and IPAs are more like a summer or springtime kind of thing. But I mean, this is interesting because, like, from the nose, it's all like pine citric hops, which is kind of uncharacteristic, but I think I like it in this case. I mean, before even taking a sip, this is making like a strange impression. So. Oh wow, okay, so there's definitely that pine and citrus thing going on. I mean, it's strong and it's up front, and I'm not gonna, mince words here. It's definitely kind of unbalanced towards the hop side, but there is a nice, like, darker malt palate here. I mean, it's got a little bit of like chocolate to it, a little bit of caramel, so it drinks like a red ale, like a hoppier red ale. Maybe a little bit like Trogue's Hopback, which I mentioned in my review of Baxter's Amber Road Ale. Now this one, this is an interesting choice because it's uncharacteristic of the kind of beers that breweries brew for this time of year, and to call it a harvest ale is maybe misleading, but at the same time, it's kind of great, like, in its own strange way. I mean, I don't think anyone really gets this beer and before even drinking it thinks this is going to be a really hoppy beer. I'm really excited for this strange thing, but I mean, it's got great drinkability. I mean, it's really superior. Like, Ipswich knows how to make really smooth, really good drinking beers. I mean, they're easy to drink, but they have like a challenging, challenging aspects to them. Now I brought my Clown Shoes glass, Clown Shoes is one of my favorite brewing outfits in Massachusetts. They actually brew using Ipswich's brewing supplies and gear out of Mercury Brewing Company. So I brought that because I thought it would be a nice little tie-in, and also because I don't have an Ipswich glass yet, but I'm working on that. So this is definitely an interesting brew. I mean, I just love beers that look like this. You can't see through it at all, but it's this bright, nice, hazy color with all of this like sediment in it, and it makes for such an interesting looking thing rather than like I can just look up and see through it, and I much prefer that. So let's get the rest of this, probably yeast in here, into the glass for me. There might be a little bit of maybe like mint in here too, like grassy, leafy, bright mint kind of flavor to it, which I guess it works well with the other pine kind of flavors, and like citrus rind, definitely like an orange or maybe even grapefruit rind in the back. Kind of dry finish, but it makes you want to drink it, and it's interesting. I mean, this is just a weird thing. Like, this doesn't compute fully to me, but Ipswich is great. Like, I've never had anything from them that I've been disappointed with, and all of the brewing companies that brew with them, including Clown Shoes, are awesome. So, I mean, I've got to say, despite this being a strange thing, keep going with it because it's just great. And it's very affordable too. All of their stuff is extremely affordable. I think this was like under $10 a 6-pack, which for craft beer is pretty good in Massachusetts. I hope you'll pick up a I hope you'll pick up a 6-pack of this because it's pretty great. Thanks for watching the review. I hope you check out my blog at blogs.littlesun.com. Have a great day.